Hi everyone. I hope you're all great and you're having a really good day wherever you are in the world and whatever time you're getting to watch this or come across this video. I am a channeler of higher dimensional beings and celestial beings and work with angels and guides, and I connect with my higher self, my oversoul aspect of myself to channel through and bring through information for clients and information for the collective. So for us energetically, as we are ascending and moving through this vast awakening and ascension that a lot of people are navigating through right now. And in a nutshell, it is that we are waking up to the truth of our being, discovering that we are, in fact, spiritual beings having a very human experience on earth right now. And with that, it will leave us questioning a lot of our belief systems and our thought processes and our patterns. And there's is currently a lot of breaking down of all those dynamics and unearthing the alignment of our soul self, our heart self, and the truth of who we are. And this happens through the opening of the heart chakra. And I see the heart chakra within myself and many now as a portal into the true energetic system of us. And what is our true essence is unconditional, absolute love. So, as and when I'm navigating my own journey, I've recently started uploading videos onto my YouTube channel. So, if you haven't subscribed yet, please do. And then you will be notified as and when I'm uploading videos. I will do an energy forecast every month. I've just uploaded my one for October. And as and when information comes through that I find relevant, I will pop it up here and share it with you all. So you may find that what I'm talking about may become very relevant for you right now and help assist and help guide you or give you more clarity on any specific areas where you feel where the energy might be a little bit dense or sluggish or sticky. So today I'm jumping on. I don't have a huge amount of time. I have a client calling shortly, but I wanted to bring through some information around the divine masculine energy. So I've connected deeply within the divine masculine energy within myself. So we have, regardless if we're male or female or what gender we recognize ourselves as being, we have both masculine and feminine energies within our bodies. And when true healing occurs is when we are learning to embody and embrace both of these aspects of ourselves. So for me, initially on my journey, I began to embody and embrace deeper, many deeper levels, the divine feminine aspects of myself, and working with a lot of incredible goddess and priestess energies to activate those remembering gifts within me. And then for me, it had been time to my guides, my higher self, showing me time to embrace and embody the divine masculine aspects of me. Now, for many, this can be, maybe your divine masculine energy is very wide awake already in your body. For me, it hadn't been that way. So I've been navigating and unearthing and unraveling and unlayering lots of issues that I have had with masculine energies and my perceived projections about masculine or male energies, people in my life, or any types of traumas or issues that I have had with male family members or relatives or relationships, whatever it may be, that has given me an opportunity to look at those unhealed parts of me and bring them into the heart for love. So this has been quite a journey I've been navigating through for quite some time. It's like riding the roller coaster or surfing the waves. It comes in waves. And the last while, I work a lot with full moon, and the moon is a divine feminine body. And I've also been through the Lionsgate working with the Syrian energies. The Syrian, the star Sirius is when Lionsgate happened in August, the end of August, there was a perfect alignment with our own sun. And through this gateway, this portal of energy, I received a lot of information about my own journey and healing the divine masculine energy within me. And I was shown that our sun in our sky, the one that we can see, is a masculine energy and can deeply help us reconnect with the divine masculine energy within us. So today I was shown a little step further than that. So I've been working with a lot of wounds around masculine. And I was also shown that there is going to be a more of an increase in the healing and the expansion of our hearts around the divine masculine. So this is going to have a huge effect on many people that are already on their journey healing those aspects of themselves, and many men and males in our lives are going to start there's going to be a massive shift within them. They're going to start stepping out of the paradigms of the normal living. They're going to start questioning themselves. They're going to start questioning their place in the world and their role as a male in the world. This is going to be questioned as well. Their role as a man, because this, as we know, from a very raised in a very heavy patriarch system and coming from a very heavy patriarch system through our history and through our bloodline, this is a huge distortion. And not only has it been a massive force of oppression on women, it's also been a huge distortion on men. So men not fulfilling their true roles. There's been I talk a lot about the divine feminine aspects and how, because I, clearly am a woman and I have a woman's perspective on a lot of things. This I'm being shown now is my perspective is opening up, and I'm being shown a more of a male perspective on things and how deeply distorted and how unfair this heavy patriarch system has been to them. So men having to put a huge amount of unnecessary pressure on themselves to be the provider of the home, to be seen as the man of the house, to have a stiff upper lip and a strong backbone, to be seen as stoic and not be safe to be in their bodies, not to be safe in their emotions, not to be safe in their anger and how they express that. As we know, anger is a very primal emotion and it needs to be expressed in a positive outlet. So a lot of this is coming up right now for clearing inner masculine aspects within us and in men in our lives. I was shown through the energy of the sun. So the father son, I was shown the energies of the God grandfathers, the great grandfathers, so a huge lineage of male energies in our bloodlines right now are coming up and being ready to be healed as well. So preparing ourselves is, we can't really prepare. We just have to allow whatever needs to flow come through us, bring ourselves into the present moment awareness and allow these emotions, whatever they may be, to move through the heart. If we have males in our lives, brothers, sons, husbands, partners, lovers, whoever they may be, colleagues, close friends, allowing yourself to hold a safe space for them as they start to tippy toe and step in and navigate through this process, this shift that is happening right now. I was also shown the image of a vulture. So these are two very new aspects for me that have come through since last night. And as me, talking with you and sharing my experience with you, this also helps to bring through more information for all of us. So I was shown the vulture and the image of a huge vulture bird. And I was getting the words, the archetype of the vulture. Now, I don't research anything when I, come on a live or a video. It's all organic. So maybe there is a lot of research already about the vulture and the archetype of the vulture. However, I was shown that this is a representation of facing our deepest fears around death. And this may be coming up for some people right now. Our deepest, densest, darkest fears may be rearing their our ugly heads from the depths, I'm getting the word hell, from the depths of within us, and death being one of them, or seeing, or that fear of destruction and death. So I was being shown the vultures, and even their appearance can seem very vulgar. Their big claws, they hover around when there is um, animals are sick or dying, and before they're dying, they're ready to kill them off. And I was shown that this is to embody this and embrace this. My initial reaction was like, oh, I don't want to go there. But I was shown, for me and my healing journey, was to step into this, embody this aspect. That death is a very natural, it's as natural as being born, the process of death. For every single person here that is being born through the birth canal of our mother's wombs, we do this, and we know that our day will come where death comes to us. And then, of course, it's the fear of death of happening to other people that we love. And allowing this to come up and making a sense of peace with it. Also, we may be seeing a lot outside of us of destruction, and things like in the news and in the media, things seem to be very intense right now. Like, when are they not? But they seem to be very intense right now. And asking and allowing yourself to take a step back, or take a step back from that, pulling yourself into that energy, or taking a higher perspective on this, and remembering that we are all energetic spiritual beings navigating through life in a physical body, and that when we step out of this, regardless of how it seems in the 3D and what the stories are behind it, there is a soul aspect of us that is going back to source, going back to the limitless, endless love that we are. So when we can begin to expand our awareness of this, it will start to gently and softly shift and change our perspective and our view of death. And this is something that maybe I'm going to, moving into November, the Day of the Dead, into Halloween, where the veil is the thinnest. Maybe this is something that I'm going to be exploring through my own shadow in the next while, about death, and all of those inversions, yet again, and distortions around death. I know in Ireland and in many, many cultures, we have a very cold, a very depressing, and very tragic labels and attachment to stories of what happened. And yes, it is, and I have experienced death many times with very close family members as well. And it has left deep scars within me from childhood. However, I'm learning too that the whole approach around death, the whole inability to discuss death, to hold a space of love and safety, to grieve healthily for that person, that's all a process and an aspect of celebrating that person's life. Also, the higher perspective too, that they are actually not gone. They're not in the physical realm, but they are very much in an energetic realm. So that also will start to play and shift and change those harsh judgments that we have placed, and have been placed on us primarily through our religious aspect, is that they're gone, they're in the ground, and it's very final. So this is what I'm being shown at the moment. The finality of death is going to be explored within ourselves in the next while, and also this sense of rebirth, because we are in some ways, a lot of us are going through a death of our old way of being, our old way of life, how we spoke about ourselves, how we thought about ourselves, how we were projected into the world. Our views of ourselves are changing. And with this, there is a grief that we are not the people that we thought we were. We are not, don't need to live up to other people's expectations anymore. So there is a lot of death in that sense of that old way of being, that old way of life. Even Mother Earth at the moment, she's going through a rebirth. So there is the old world literally crumbling away. There is a new world, a new earth being born of a higher resonance, a higher energetic resonance. So there is a huge shift right now between the old and the new, and that's shaking loose within us. And the vultures for me are representing that fear, that fear of what if something happened? What if we're stepping into the unknown? We like as humans to clutch onto what is known. We don't like change at times. We find it very scary. But sometimes we are so close to releasing and letting go and surrendering that that can be the hardest point just before you're about to surrender. We can hold on greatly. The fear can come up tremendously through us, and then we're ready to release and let go. So I'm getting that energy for a lot of people coming up in the next couple of days, being triggered or being tested outside of themselves. That is going to bring up these fears where they have to decide, am I going to hold on to this belief anymore? Am I going to surrender and trust and let it all go? Let all the stories go, let all the attachments, the emotional charges into those stories, allow them to softly pull away from you, and you're going to start moving into a place of a higher perspective. So the vultures for me, as I'm allowing myself to embrace what they are embodying in my mind, is these birds of prey, that are preying on the people even, they're about to die, represents for me that that is an aspect within us to surrender and trust. And it's also a way of clearing the old residue, clearing all of the old crap that we no longer need, and surrendering into a higher aspect of us. So I wanted to share that with you today briefly. If it resonates, wonderful. And if it doesn't, allow it to slide and just filter through you. But hopefully there is something in there for you. So it is an interesting time ahead with between the divine masculine energies within us, the masculine energies ascending within the males around us, and the rebirth and the releasing of the fear of death. So have a beautiful, beautiful day, everyone, and stay tuned for my next video.